If I sound tired during this video, that's because I am, because yesterday, and that's my throat's being weird. I should probably go get more water. Anyways, that's because I probably had the craziest day Hot Wheels hunting yesterday. I woke up at 6:15 in the morning. Actually, it was more like 5:40. Couldn't fall back asleep. Ended up getting up at 6:09, leaving my house at 6:20, arriving at Target at 6:35. Like, literally 25 minutes before they open. Just to go look for Hot Wheels. I didn't even end up finding anything until it was like maybe 5 or 6 at night. But honestly, it was worth it. I will say it was actually worth it because I found a ton of stuff I was super excited for, including today's car. The Ferrari. This is the car I was most excited about from the C-Case. It was scalped literally everywhere. But this, oh my god, the livery on this thing goes so hard. Like, are you kidding me? I absolutely freaking love this thing. But, as I said, it is today's car. However, in GTA, of course, they have to call it the Grotti, what is it? The Italy GT? It's the, it's just the GT750. I think a better name for it would be the Stinger GT750. Because that's really what this thing is. But it's just the Grotti GT750. I guess that name also kind of fits. But anyways, let's just get right into the customization of this thing. Immediately going with a lock-on jammer, armor, brakes, engine. Let's just get all this stuff out of the way. Pardon. I was not expecting that kind of sound from this kind of car. But honestly, kind of hot. Let's also throw our plate on there. Where even is it? There. And let's now finally dive into the customization. So for our exhaust, let's see what we have. We have stock exhaust. I'm never going to get over that sound. This thing sounds feral. Oh my god. Chrome exhausts. Street. Double small bore. Oh, I kind of like how they're cut. Track exhausts and octagon exhaust tips. I think we are going to go with the chrome exhaust. I kind of like having 2 exhaust ports. I'm surprised they can't change the bumper because I would really, really like to add a rear bumper to this. And that's still the exhaust. And the fenders, we have plastic race fenders and then just regular race fenders. Depends what the other customization is, because we could either go with a crazy race build or we could go something more tame. Depends what we have. So we have void hood, street hood, vented hood, performance hood, and twin vented hood. I feel like that these modifications are actually they're kind of tasteful. Like, more streety, but kind of tasteful at the same time. So I think we'll go with the twin vented hood. Then for the livery, do we have anything that kind of looks like the livery on that Hot Wheels? This kind of goes hard. This reminds me of last year's 365. The first release of it. This might be the closest livery, but I think I'm not gonna go for it. We'll have to see what other kind of customization we have to see if we want to do a livery and a race build and stuff. So let's see what we have here. We have round alternate mirrors, square alternate mirrors. I kind of like that, actually. Round wing-mounted mirrors, torpedo wing-mounted mirrors, and race wing-mounted mirrors. We're going to go with the round wing because that looks so clean. Plate's fine. Respray, we'll come back to that. I might actually just leave it red. Now, splitters. Let's see what we got here. We have fin splitter, street splitter. I can't see around my phone. Basic splitter, competition splitter. What does that do? The competition splitter. That basic splitter versus competition splitter. Oh, competition has a little cutout in the middle. And race splitter. I think I might go for the fin splitter, because it's kind of like a more realistic build. Actually, let's go back to the splitter after we see the spoilers. So we have custom ducktail. I actually really like that. Trunk wing, tuner wing, race and street wing. Is it tuner wing? Tuner wing. I think that looks... Actually, do I even like that? No, I just wasted a bunch of money. The custom ducktail looks the best. That's way too much angle on that wing. Way too much angle. So back to the splitters. I think it might be best to go for the finned splitter. Suspension. This thing can actually get decently low. Let's actually go for that. Turbos, wheels, and then let's come back to fenders. I think it looks better clean. Livery. How about our livery? Is it even worth doing a livery? If that's like a little more clean, I think I'd go with it, but nothing really tickles my fancy, so let's just leave it at no livery. I feel like it needs a livery though, but there's none that fit. So the best to go with is just stock, I guess. I think unless we have a different colored red, like maybe actually what we should see the difference between our primary and secondary color. So our primary color is just all this. So what the heck is our secondary color then? Do we even have a secondary? Wow, we straight up do not have a secondary color. Okay. So apparently this thing is metallic red stock. So let's just maybe go with maybe a darker, more refined red, like a Grace red or something. Grace red or sunset red? I think I like Grace red better. I feel like something that's a little easier on the eyes, unless a brighter red might be better. Yeah, let's go with regular red. We have no secondary color for some reason. Our trim color, whoa, that is an interior. Okay. Maybe I actually want to go with like a brown interior. I feel like that might look nice. Something like, if we had a lighter brown. Pardon me, my sister's trying to get me copyright claim. Beechwood brown, there we go. That looks perfect. And then where does our crew emblems on the doors? I think now the hardest thing to put on this is wheels, because the wheels are. Hang on, I need to fix my. I call this a sweat skirt because it's like a skirt, but it's like sweatpants at the same time. Like if sweatpants were a skirt. Hang on, it is very uncomfortable. Like it just. Another problem with skirts is because they're so long, they like to roll themselves around my legs and my legs, my body, and it gets very uncomfortable and very tight. Anyways, picking wheels for this is gonna be really tough because they're comically large with comically small rims compared to the tire. Like they're like off-road size wheels. Like actually, off-road wheels might be a little bit bigger. So it is so hard to find wheels for this thing. Tuner wheels, like, you have to go with something so small. Because, like, if you do something like comically big, like high-end wheels, now it just looks wrong. I'm not going to get stock wheels because I'm pretty sure the stock tires would suck in terms of grip. So it's either off... No, I'm not doing off-road because I hate the tread pattern. The tread pattern would not work for this. Tuner wheels could do something. Let's just check street wheels real quick. We might have to equip something just to, I'm trying to think. Just to change the wheel color to see how it will actually look. But I think the best wheels to go would be 5-spoke. Something small and something 5-spoke. So let's see tuner again. Do we have any nice 5-spoke wheels? I feel like it's just, oh, here we go. 5-star. That also doesn't look good. It's so hard to pick wheels for something like this. Never mind. That actually looks so good. What? I'll go with those for now. Nothing else really looks that good because all the wheels look like, I don't know, a little too like fancy for this because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. Maybe if we go white wheels, maybe they will look better in chrome. Can I even afford that? Do I even have chrome tuner wheels? Okay, don't have those unlocked for free. But what wheels did we say? Counter steer? No, we're just gonna paint them black. We're just gonna paint them alloy, not black. Unless, actually, hang on. Anodized copper pearl. Where is that? Anodized copper pearl. Bronze. Copper. No. Okay. And tires, if we do custom tires, hell no. It is so hard to do a build on this because it's an old Ferrari, so you want to do something nice. But the wheels are so small, the tires are so big, that's so hard to find something that actually, like, fits. You could just throw in whatever, but then it would kind of ruin the rest of the car. So I feel like first we should actually send this thing to the driveway, because the whole reason... Oh, it's snowing. Oh, of course it's snowing. But they can move this to the driveway. There we go. I did originally want to move this thing to the driveway anyways. So we'll have to exit to this door. That goes to the vehicle workshop. Which door takes me to my driveway? Because I know that one takes me to my podium. Is there a door on the other side, maybe? I don't know. This takes you to the driveway. Okay. Be nice if it would load. Thank you. And I did change the build on the Sentinel XS4 a little bit. But now we have this. This is going to look so good. But it's going to be really, really hard to do a test on this because of all the snow. Okay, just trying to move myself forward a little bit. But it's going to be so hard to do a test on this because of all the snow. So all the data is going to be super skewed. It'd be honestly crazy if this thing got drift tuning, but I could totally see it for some reason. It's actually not that bad in the snow. Like, yo, for real, this thing is not bad. What? Hey, hang on. What? I was expecting this thing to be all over the place, literally zero traction, but it's nice. This is actually fun in the snow. Not just fun, but good. This thing is good in the snow. I am so confused. I am so confused. How? Literally how? Like, look. Take a turn. That's nice. It actually turns nice, too. This might actually be one of the better handling cars in the entire game. I am pleasantly surprised. I was literally expecting this thing to be all over the place, spinning up its wheels, no traction whatsoever, because it is at the end of the day a 1960s Ferrari. But like, it's nice. I like driving this thing in the snow. Like, this thing is actually incredible in the snow. I'm kind of expecting it to be kind of quick, too. Because, like, all the other cars in this update were rapid. In fact, I actually think they buffed the... I want to say they buffed the top speed on the FMJ Mark V. Let's see, we're doing about... We just crossed 140 there, and this thing is not HSW. This thing has no HSW upgrades. It's not even HSW at all. That's 130. What? They added some comically fast cars in this update. Like, the Sentinel XS4 regularly does over 130. We're sitting at just over 120 right now. If we could please... Traffic, please. We're doing this during heavy traffic. Like, we're just about to hit 130. Over the crest of the hill, we're crossing 130 right now. Top speed on this is also 130 miles an hour. This is Sport Classics, where it's like 130. We're just getting boosted. We almost just hit 140 again. Oh my god. What? I don't know if the snow is making us, like, lose traction or drag. I don't know if the snow is doing something funky, but this thing is wild. Not to mention that sound, too. Like, it sounds like a V8. Actually, hang on. Let's pull over and even see if we can actually open the hood. So none, front, left, front, right, all... Oh, that's... Seriously? We can't even open the hood. Hell, can I please? Front, left. No, front, left. No, stop. Stop! Front, right. I can't even close it. I can't even close it! Bro. Okay. But, like, this thing is ridiculous. Also, there is a bit of clipping right there with the suspension and the fender. Okay. But this thing is just wild. Like, it's good in the snow. Sounds crazy. I don't actually know. I would imagine this thing would have, like, an inline 6. Or a V12 or something. No, probably a V12. Let's be honest. Probably a V12, because, I mean, it was the 60s. It was Ferrari in the 60s. I'm pretty sure the Dino was the first 6-cylinder Ferrari. So it could be a V12, maybe it was a V8. If it was a V8, it should not be sounding like that. That is insane. Because actually, let's look at the GT500 as well, because I have one of those, and it sounds about the same. I think it's one of the cheaper cars, if it's even on sale again. I don't know if they removed it or not. GT500? I guess it's not. But the GT500 sounds about the same. That's what I have to say. It sounds about the same. I think the GT500 was based on maybe a 250 of sorts. One of the 250s. This is a, as I said, 365. Looks like a 365 GTB Daytona. Rather than the 365. I think it was the Dash 4 Competizione. Actually, I could just look at the bottom of this. Does it actually say? Just says GTB4C. Okay. So it is the GTB Competizione. But this is just the This is just the 365 GT B Daytona, which was the street version, maybe. I guess we could also actually, I don't know if I want to see how this thing. I'll save the stash house for after the video. But this thing is just lovely. Like, this thing is actually lovely to drive. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Because obviously it's based on, like, one of the most beautiful Ferraris ever made. I will say that right now. Probably one of those beautiful cars ever made. It sounds absolutely feral. Like, you would not expect this thing to sound how it does. And yet it works at the same time. Customization is a little lackluster. It might also not really fit the car, especially on the rear wing. And it's super, super hard to find wheels that fit for this. But other than that, this thing, it is an 11 out of 10. Actually, no, probably, like, I would say max, like, 8 out of 10. If I could rate this on a scale, probably, like, 7... We'll go 7.5 out of 10. And it's it's actually kind of cheap. 1.2 million. For 1.2 million, I think this is totally worth it. Like, 1.25 million, just about. Definitely worth it, for sure. Sounds great, handles great. This thing will probably be absolutely feral when the snow goes away. Like, I could totally see this thing dominating non-HSW leaderboards, because let's be honest, the Sterling GT is some tough competition to go against. Speaking of the Sterling GT, that is 975k plus HSW is probably like another, let's say 1.5 million, I'd assume. Yeah. Only difference is this has more customization, honestly looks better. It's probably the best sounding car in, actually no. Maybe, actually I think they're tied in terms of looks. But the Sterling GT, the sound, like, skyrockets this thing way, way above this. But for a car, I don't know, my brain is going fuzzy. But at its price point, this might be slightly better than the Sterling GT without HSW, because if you throw HSW into the mix, then it's not even close with the Sterling GT. I also remember the glitch with the Sterling GT where it was bulletproof, and I actually did make a video on that a while ago. But as for this thing, for its price point, it's worth it. Like, the handling alone makes this worth it. Not to mention its top speed. Its acceleration also is pretty damn good, too. And its suspension would also make this thing pretty decent if you ever get run off the road, which, trust me, this is GTA. It will happen. So, for sure, this thing, I cannot stop saying it. It is worth it. And with GTA Plus, I think it's also just over 1 million. in the car club. So buy this like yesterday, like now.